Hi, I expect in this short video to present you how to prepare the machine learning certification using SAS Viya. Before, in Google, I will type SAS certification to go on the certification website from SAS. So SAS.com certification. In between all the credential, if I go in advanced analytics, there is certification on statistics. So it's statistical business analytics. There is a certification, artificial intelligence and machine learning certification. So this one, it's not one exam, it's 3 exams. The first one is machine learning specialist. It's the one I expect to present in this video. Then if you pass the exam with the forecasting in pipeline and optimization in SAS code, and third certification, the third exam, so natural language, mainly deep learning, so computer vision and text mining, so natural language processing in pipeline, so deep learning in SAS code and text mining mainly in pipeline. Then with these 3 exams, you will earn this SAS certification, professional artificial intelligence and machine learning. But in this video, I want to focus in the first one, machine learning. So to get this exam, which is called machine learning specialist, if I go more in detail for this exam, the idea is to prepare the data, create supervised machine learning model and assess the model, deploy the model into the production. In many of my students fail to get this exam due to a lack of attention on how to prepare the data. It's very important. There is many tricky stuff on prepare the data. They really appreciate the supervised machine learning, but it's also very important to understand very well how to assess the model and how to deploy the model in production. The last one is a part where there is many error. So don't forget these 2 parts, prepare the data and deploy the model in production. For this exam, it is between 50 and 55 multi-choice question, and there is also some short answer question. You must minimum have 65% of correct answer to pass. The exam must be taken in less than 100 minutes. So for this exam, to prepare this exam, if you are a student, you can log on in SAS Skill Builder. In SAS Skill Builder, so I type in Google SAS Skill Builder and get SAS Skill Builder for student. I can log on. To log on SAS Skill Builder, you must have an email from an academic institution. For example, I will log on with my email from as a lecturer from the business school ESSEC, so a famous French business school. If I click on create a profile, if you don't have a profile, you can create very simply your profile. Just select what is your languages, your first name, your last name, your email from an academic institution, or you will not be able to log on to the SAS Skill Builder portal, your country. So I'm French, as you can hear my bad English, and your affiliation with SAS. It can be as a student, just for information. You can say you're novice or an expert from your, what is your university. Accept the rules, and if you fill all this form, you can click on create a profile. You will have an email to validate your email and you create a password. With this email and a password, then you can log on to the SAS Skill Builder. So SAS Skill Builder for students, you need a SAS profile with an email from an academic institution. With this email and the password you create after getting the email to validate your email, then you can register to the SAS Skill Builder for students. In the SAS Skill Builder for students, I will begin there and start learning. So there is get tips. I will click on start learning. In start learning, there is many e-learning for free in the SAS Skill Builder for Student portal on programming, on visual analytics, and I will in this video focus on the machine learning using SAS Viya. So for this courses, there is a welcome introduction, and there you've got 7 lessons. In each lesson, you will have videos, you will have some demos and some activities to train yourself to do machine learning in pipeline with Model Studio on SAS Viya. At the end, there is a lesson quiz. So if you feel you understand everything, you can test yourself to see if you understand everything. I have 0 as a score because I didn't answer any question, and there is an explanation. So in e-learning, watch the video, do the exercise, and so on. To practice, to do the exercise in the SAS skill builder. So I'm in the learning part. If I go back to the home page in SAS skill builder, if I am there back, start learning, it's where there is all the e-learning, and you can have access to free software. Free software, there is 2 main platforms. SAS On Demand for Academics and SAS Viya for Learner. SAS On Demand for Academics, it's SAS 9.4, currently maintenance 5, to prepare the courses on bash programming, on statistics, etc. And you've got access to SAS Viya for Learner. To access to SAS Viya for Learner, you need nothing to install. Everything is on the cloud. And if I access as a student, I can launch SAS Viya 3.5. So you must enroll the first time, accept the rules, and there is some tricky information that are presented. So you can watch it, next, or skip it. When you accept all the rules and are connected to SAS Viya for Learner, on this platform, I'm currently on the tenant 055, so each student are on several tenants. If you have a problem, this number is important. It can happen sometime. There is many software, so many application. Explore and visualize. It's called SAS Visual Analytics to do some data viz and machine learning like a citizen data scientist. It's what I present in another video. There is how to code in SAS. You've got there in SAS Viya for Learner the availability to launch, for example, a Jupyter notebook to see you can call SAS from R, from Python. You can do directly a notebook with SAS. So there is some connection between open source and SAS in different ways. Just to present a little example, if I open this notebook, I will see a Python code. It looks like it's in Python, but using this SWAT package, I will connect to SAS, to my SAS Viya server, and everything will be done in SAS. So it looks like it's Python, but it's SAS code in behind. If I go back to the base from Viya for Learner, in this platform, to prepare the machine learning certification, it's in this software which is called Model Studio, Build the Model. Build the Model. So in Model Studio, it's machine learning in pipeline. The most complex stuff, it's not to build the model, it's to maintain it. We will talk on later. You can close this box. So when you connect for the first time, you will have no project. And if you follow all the lessons from the e-learning, then you can create a new project. So it can be called demo. It's machine learning and data mining. You can have some project for forecasting in pipeline or text mining in pipeline. This one, it's machine learning in pipeline. The database has its present in the e-learning or in the courses. It's called comms data. So this database is already loaded in the memory. from SAS Viya for Learner. There is 128 columns and 56 rows. It's a churn database, churn in telecommunication. So there is this variables churn, which is a target. And there is some advanced stuff that you can understand following all the lesson. And then you can create a project. So it's a point and click interface to build a model in pipeline, and then a pipeline is something much easier to maintain. So if you follow all the lesson from the e-learning, then you can understand how to build pipeline, all the objects that you can use. I've got a blank pipeline. If I select an advanced pipeline, you can understand better how it is. So a pipeline, you've got these tools, this box, where there is many options. In the middle from the pipeline, you can have SAS code or Python code or R code. And in this pipeline, there is some tools to prepare the data. If I want to have some transformation, I can add in the middle some transformation between imputation to replace the missing value and data. Sometimes it's very useful to transform non-normal distribution with some function. I really appreciate to use best transformation, which will choose what transformation is best to get some more easy distribution to be modelized. For model like decision tree, gradient boosting, and forest, there is no need to necessarily replace the missing value. This is kind of model handled with missing value. For logistic regression, neural network, or model like SVM, or like for example, Bayesian network, it's really mandatory to replace the missing value and to prepare the data, etc. Then you can compare all the models. In this interface, it's how to build model in pipeline. So when you follow all the lesson from the courses machine learning in pipeline, lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then you will be able to go to prepare the certification. So if I go back in SAS Skill Builder, and then I was in these courses, machine learning using SAS Viya, there is some certification, and I want to focus on this certification, machine learning using SAS Viya. So if you finish the courses machine learning using SAS Viya, you get this green badge, and if you pass the exam, you've got the blue badge. Both badge can be shared with your professor, with your manager, with on LinkedIn, for example. For the exam, there is exam contents, and there is only one practice exam. So I advise not to do this practice exam before you finish all the lesson, or you will know some question, and then you will not be able to evaluate yourself to understand if you are ready to pass the exam. Thank you very much for your attention.